Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
Good evening, all of you. Right. Can you all turn on the videos, please? Yes. And if your parents are close by, I will talk to them for a few minutes, and if they have any questions to be clarified, we can discuss those. Parents la ඉන්නවනම් ඔයගලන්ට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Are there any students? Yes, I can see. Hands up those who have joined newly today.
Yes, teacher.
Right, 2 of you, right? 3. Okay. Kavin, Evin, and Aman. And Janu also, right. And Yasin. Right. Okay. So actually, you know about myself. If I give an introduction about myself, so I'm there to teach you science. We are going to start the journey of science from today onwards. Today we are having the science paper revision class, right? Grade 6. So we haven't started the lesson yet. Grade 6 lessons we haven't started yet. According to our schedule, first we met with the paper revision session, right? So if I talk about myself, I'm Utpala Vijaydasa. So I have completed my first degree in biological science at University of California. And then I have completed the postgraduate diploma in education in order to be fully qualified as a teacher. And after that, I successfully completed the Master of Education as well. Right? In my teaching career, I started as a government teacher actually in year 2010 at Royal College Colombo 7, and I was there for about 14 years there until March 2024, right? So during this period, I have taken part in O-level paper marking, and I have gained a lot of experience related to teaching during my teaching career, right, Hari? Then so the objective of having a separate paper revision class පුතේ මෙහෙම parents ලා ඉන්නවා නම් මෙහෙම වෙනම paper revision කියලා session එකක් පටන් ගන්න හිතුවේ ඔයගලන්ට දැන් අපි theory ටික කතා කරනවා. In the theory class on Fridays we are going to have the theory class. In addition to that, you should learn how to write answers for the questions. හරිද? ප්‍රශ්නවලට කොහොමද හරි විදිහට උත්තර ලියන්නේ? මම දන්න දේ කොහොමද හරියට එක්ස්ප්‍රස් කරන්නේ නේද? සමහර අය දන්නවා හැබැයි ලියා ගන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Could you please turn on the video? Right? දන්න දේ හරියට එක්ස්ප්‍රස් කරන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Yes, Ama?
Something is going error on my video connection, teacher.
Okay. So next time you can get it corrected because I want to see you all of you. මට හැමෝම පේන්න ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන දේවල් පේන්න ඕනේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කතා කරන්න ඕනේ, උත්තර දෙන්න ඕනේ, ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනේ, right? This should be something interactive, right? හරි. Yes, Senudi.
Could you please send the recording yesterday?
We didn't have a session yesterday, Senudi. For the new year, we started today only. අද තමයි අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අලුත් අවුරුද්දේ වැඩ පටන් ගත්තේ. Right?
Is it the theory one? Theory?
නෑ, theory class එකක් ඊයේ තිබුණ නෑ පුතේ. අපි අද තමයි ඔක්කොම classes පටන් ගත්තේ. Right?
Okay.
හරි. එතකොට ඒ නිසා තමයි තව වෙනම පැයක් දාලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට papers කියලා කියන්නේ එතන questions, ඊළඟට if we need to practice certain things දැන් අපි theory lesson එකක් ඉගෙන ගත්තාම ඒකේ ප්‍රශ්න තව කතා කරන්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට practice වෙන්න තව examples ගන්න ඕනේ නම් ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම අපි මේ paper revision class එකේදී කතා කරනවා right ඒ නිසා it is important for you to join it is better if you can join both the theory class and the paper revision session right හරි ඊට අමතරව තව මොනවාද පේරන්ට්ස්ලා ළඟ ඉන්නවද මොනවා හරි අහන්න තියෙනවා නම් මට පොඩි වෙලාවක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් right if they have anything to ask yes නැද්ද මොකද අහන්න දෙයක් නැත්නම් I can continue yes පොඩි වෙලාවක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් කතා කරන්න පේරන්ට්ස්ලාට
මැඩම් මේ පේපර් රිවිෂන් එකට සල්ලි ෆී මේ පේමන්ට් කීයද?
පුතේ ඒ විස්තර ඔයාලට එවලා ඇති WhatsApp group through ඒ විස්තර එහෙම කතා කරලා දැනගන්න හරිද පුතේ right anything else right. So I have shared a tute also but today I will not take that tute we will have certain general things අපි පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් ටිකක් අද දවසේ කතා කරමු once we start the lesson I will continue with that tute right mama I have shared a tute for the theory class and for the paper class also I have shared a small something like a question paper so we will start that once we start the lesson right අපි පාඩම පටන් ගත්තට පස්සේ ඒ ගැන කතා කරමු tute එක අරගෙන හරි now if we think of you will receive the recordings of each lesson right they will be uploaded in the LMS also so you can watch the previous recordings right hari දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් පුතේ in our environment what do you mean by the environment yes what do you mean by the environment first of all environment
It's the nature that we all. The habitat.
habitats okay you say
The
habitats.
nature that we all live.
Someone says that it is the nature that we all live right okay
Environment is nature around us.
okay some people say that it is the nature one of you mentioned that it is a habitat right anything else you can add your ideas yes
It's the world.
it's the world okay so the world consists of different types of
Animals.
environments yes
Animals.
animals environment right the animals are available in the environment okay
Plants.
there are plants also right and another new set of ideas you
Trees.
mentioned about
buildings.
animals yes
Buildings.
plants
Air.
right
Oxygen.
buildings oxygen
Oxygen.
right okay
Sun. Human.
sun we'll say sunlight
Land.
right land
Human.
human
Aquarium
beings are
animals.
there yes
Aquarium animals.
aquarium animals is it
Soil.
so we
Yes.
can say aquatic animals jalaja satun aquatic
Yes, ma'am.
I am writing whatever you say right aquatic animals then
Something of all the non living
you told
element.
human beings
Flowers.
Living and
The
living things.
environment is our surrounding, including us.
Ah,
It,
good.
it
So
contains
surrounding. So what do you mean by surrounding? Surrounding. Surrounding කියන්නේ වටපිටාව නේද? Surrounding. අපේ වටපිටාව. අපිත් ඇතුළුව. The environment is our surrounding including us. අපිත් ඇතුළුව අපේ වටපිටාව. අපි අවට තියෙන දේවල් තමයි we call as the environment. So
and
you
it
have mentioned.
consists of land, water bodies, houses, plants, and animals.
Okay, it consists of these. So we call this, you have mentioned animals, plants, aquatic animals. One of you told aquatic animals. There are aquatic plants also. There are human beings, buildings, oxygen, gases like oxygen, then sunlight, land. So these are known as the components in the environment. මේ පරිසරයේ තියෙන දේවල්, right? Components. So the surrounding, the word surrounding becomes important, and components in the environment. Components. Harida, now you learnt 2 new words today. Environment is our surrounding, including us. So there are different components in it. Right? There are different components in it. Hari. Then for environmental science, පරිසරයට ඔයාලා ඉගෙනගෙන ඇති the living organisms. Living organisms. They can be divided into 2 categories. What are they? Yes, 2 main
Living and
categories.
non-living.
No, living organisms can be divided into
2 parts.
what are they? Who are they?
Animals and humans beings.
Is it
Plants.
animals and human beings? Animals and
Plants.
plants.
Microorganisms.
Plants and animals. Yes. So plants and animals are seen with our naked eyes. අපේ පියවිය හැට පේනවා නේද? Plants and animals. But what about the thing that you told? Yes.
Microorganisms.
Can you see the microorganisms?
No.
No.
No, we can't see the microorganisms. Most of the microorganisms are not visible to our naked eyes. Anna, you can put the date and take down the new words. As we have done earlier also. You can just put the
Excuse
date.
me, teacher.
Oh.
Does we have to write that in our writing book?
Yes, you can write. Right, you can take down the new words only. Actually, this is not a theory class, therefore I haven't started the lesson properly, but I want to discuss the background with you, right? So the environment is our surrounding, including us. There are different components in the environment. Shall I rewrite them for you to support? Hari, sorry. So first put the date here.
Teacher, I can't see you properly.
What about the others? Can you see me properly?
Yes. Teacher.
Teacher.
So
Now it's clear to me.
right. Hari. So we'll say the environment. Environment. It is our surrounding. It is our surrounding, including us. වටපිටාව surrounding කියලා කියන්නේ. You have to maintain your vocabulary book, right? වෙනම exercise book එකක් තියාගන්න ඕනේ අලුත් words ලියලා ඒවැ meanings ලියලා පාඩම් කරගන්න, right? You have to use correct spellings also. හරිද? spellings උත් හරියට ලියන්න ඕනේ, including us. Right. So there are different components in it. Components in the environment.
Teacher,
Oh,
do we need to write those in our theory book?
no, no, no. Don't use the theory book today. You can just have a booklet for the paper class. Once we share the question papers, you can take printouts of those and write on them itself. නැත්නම් අනිත් දවස්වලට ලියන්න පොඩි පොතක් තියාගන්න පුතේ. Exercise book
Okay.
එකක් about 80 pages. Components in the environment. So what are the components? You told about plants, right? You told about plants, animals. Then you mentioned about microorganisms. Right? Then some of you mentioned about, right, aquatic animals, aquatic organisms, will say aquatic animals, right? There are aquatic plants. Aquatic, what do you mean by aquatic? මොකක්ද aquatic කියලා කියන්නේ? Jalaja. Aquatic plants, aquatic animals are there. Right? Hari. And then you mentioned, as I can remember, you mentioned about buildings. Right? What else? You mentioned about oxygen, water, soil. Neither. May kiwa neither. What else? Yes, I will just move this to this side, otherwise you can't see me. Not me, the board. Yes, write something more. Yes. What are the components in the environment?
Madam, අපි වටේට තියෙන දේවල් ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
ඔව්. දැන් පොදුවේ හිතන්න ඔයාලා ඉන්න පරිසරය ගැන. Right? හිතන්න then you think of your garden or a forest, likewise. Just write the common things. Have you renamed yourselves? Have you joined with your own name?
Yes, teacher.
Sureni, is it
Yes,
your name?
Yes, teacher.
සුරේනි පුතේ ඔයාගේ නමින්ද join වෙලා ඉන්නේ? Right, okay. Better to put the first two names, right? When you are joining next time, put your first two names, right? Don't join with a single name. Yes, have you finished writing?
No,
Yes, teacher.
yes, teacher. No,
Teacher.
Hari, I will
teacher.
5 minutes. Yes, just write the things.
Teacher, I have.
Right.
I also finished, teacher.
Right. Now tell me then what are the things that you
Excuse
have.
me, teacher.
Yes.
Finished, teacher.
What is microorganism?
Microorganisms කියන පුතේ ශුද්‍ර ජීවීන් කියලා අහලා තියෙනවාද? The organisms which are not visible to our naked eyes. තව වචනයක් naked eye. You can add to your vocabulary book. Naked eye. ඒ කියන්නේ පියවි ඇස. අපිට පියවි ඇසින් දැන් there may be several hundreds of microorganisms on my palm, but I can't see any of them with my naked eyes. But if I take a piece of cotton wool, pulung කෑල්ලක් තෙත පුලුන් එකක් අරගෙන, if I rub against my hand, and if I just rub that cotton wool against the slide of a microscope, මම පෙන්නන්නම් අපි microscope එක කොහොමද use කරන්නේ විස්තර. එතකොට අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් through the microscope we will be able to see large number of organisms. අන්න යාලට තමයි කියන්නේ microscope එකෙන් පේනවා. පියවිය හැට පේන්නේ නැහැ. අන්න ඒගොල්ලන්ට we call them as microorganisms. ශුද්‍ර ජීවීන්. අහලා තියෙනවද? තියෙනව නේද? And then Medavasala, they say that there is a certain viral disease that is being spread, right? එතකොට regarding that viral disease also, මොකක්ද virus එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ? That is also a type of a microorganism. It is considered to be a type of a microorganism. හරිද? So there are different. Don't think that always the microorganisms cause diseases to us. ඒගොල්ලෝ අපිට හැමතිස්සෙම ලෙඩ හදනවා නෙවෙයි. ඒක වැරදි. දැන් අපි තියෙන එහෙම හිතන එක වැරදි, right? අපේ දැන් කුණු කසල දවසකට කොච්චර එකතු වෙනවද නේද? ඒවා දි รา පත් කරන්නේ කවුද? Who decompose the garbage? Decompose දි รา පත් කරනවා. Decompose garbage. කුණු දි รา පත් කරනවා. කවුද ඒවා කරන්නේ? Yes. Who does that?
Microorganisms.
Microorganisms. They are very helpful. Then have you heard about yeast? Yeast ගැන අහලා තියෙනවද? For what do we use yeast?
Madam, naked eye කියන එකට සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද?
පුතේ පියවි ඇස. පියවි ඇස.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeast මොකටද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ?
Cake.
In
To
when you are
bake cake.
cake. Yes. When you are making
Medicine.
buns. Buns.
To make breads.
To make bread, yes, in the bakery industry as a whole, නේද? පොදුවේ ගත්තහම අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් bakery industry, right? Yes, Janu. Right? So
Make some medicine.
the microorganisms are used to make medicine. Yes, correct. Right. So in the bakery industry, microorganisms become useful to make medicines, to make certain vaccines. එන්නත් වර්ග හදන්න උදව් වෙනවා, right? There are so many industries, even yogurt, curd. These are made out of microbial activity. ශුද්‍ර ජීවීන්ගේ ක්‍රියාව නිසා තමයි මේ yogurt ඊළඟට curd වගේ දේවල් හදන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ උදව් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා, right? ඒ ටික අපි කතා කරමු ඉස්සරහට. ඒ ටික දැන් කිව්වේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ නැත්තම් හිතනවානේ අම්මෝ microbes ලා අපිට ලෙඩ හදන අය කියලා නේද? You will think that always they cause diseases for us. නේද? No, not like that. There are so many uses of them. Okay, now what else did you write for the components in the environment? What else? Yes, තමනත් ලිව්වේ තනියෙන් ලියනකොට.
Forest.
Forest. Okay, so what do you find inside a forest? Yes.
Plants,
Okay,
animals,
plants, animals, trees,
Birds.
and rock, wild animals,
wild animals, birds,
rock,
rocks,
rivers,
Habitat. Nature
marshy
is
grounds,
marshy
rivers,
grounds, rivers,
fungi,
Hari,
human. Habitat.
waterfalls,
humans, waterfalls,
Habitat.
caves,
Hari. Habitat කියන්නේ පුතේ? The
Rivers.
place where an organism lives. A habitat. වාසස්ථානය.
fungi,
Yes?
fungi,
Fungi. What you mentioned about waterfalls, right? Fungi. Okay. You can see the mushrooms, නේද? හතු වර්ග බිම්මල්. ඒවත් තියෙනවානේ. තව මොනවද ලිව්වේ? What else did you write? Yes, Chahana, Amma, you told you have a problem with your video. Senudi and Chahana, can you turn on the videos? Hari. Oh, Tamanada, what else did you write?
Teacher humans.
Humans, okay, human beings, haven't we mentioned? Right, humans, human beings.
bugs,
Bugs, right.
insects, marshy grounds,
Insects.
Carbon dioxide.
Monkeys. Right. Okay. Yes, I heard you're telling carbon dioxide. It is also a gas. Carbon dioxide.
rubber trees,
Yes, there are rubber trees. If you name the trees, you can write hundreds of them,
Sky.
right? Sorry?
sky,
I didn't
sky,
get.
sky,
Sky. Sky. Okay. Sky. What else? Harry. You have written a lot of components, neither. Carbon dioxide is a gas. Oxygen is a gas. These are gases. Right? Harry. Finished? Shall I clear the board?
okay, teacher, okay, teacher,
Right. Is there anyone who is still doing? Neither. Hari. Now I will give you a question. I will give you a list of organisms, right? A list of plants and animals. So you have to classify them in a table, right? Classify කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ව වර්ග කරන්න ඕනේ, plants and animals. First of all, we will classify them as living and non-living, right? Yes. Living can, what do you mean by living?
alive,
Yes. Again, in Sinhala, what do you call them?
ජීවත් වෙනවා. ජීවත්
ජීවත් වෙනවා.
ජීවත්
ජීවීන් නේද? ජීවීන් කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? Living and non-living means?
ජීවත් වෙන්නේ නැති.
ඒ කියන්නේ
ජීවත්
පණ නැති. නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ
ජීවයක් නැති.
Sinhala, for Sinhala you have learned ප්‍රාණවාචී අප්‍රාණවාචී likewise නේද? පණ ඇති පණ නැති කියලා. You can classify them as living and non-living. Okay, so I will mention the list of the things. You have to put them into a table.
Does we have to write it?
Yes, you have to write it. You have to put them in a table like this.
teacher the same word
Sorry?
living and non-living.
I have put and twice, no? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
What is the Sinhala meaning for termite?
Termite කියන්නේ වේයෝ. Do you know වේයා?
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, does sand and soil different
Yes.
or same?
Sand means valley. Soil කියන්නේ පස.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Teacher,
Yes.
what's the Sinhala meaning of water vapor?
Water vapor කියන්නේ පුතේ ජල වාෂ්ප. දන්නව නේද ජල වාෂ්ප?
Yes, teacher.
Teacher, what is the meaning of creepers?
Creepers කියන්නේ well අපි ගස් well කියනවා. Plants and creepers, trees and creepers.
Teacher,
Yes.
soil එකයි sand කියන එකයි දෙකම එකක් නේද?
Soil කියන්නේ පුතේ පස් කියන එක, sand කියන්නේ වැලි. දෙකක් නේද? Soil and sand.
Teacher.
So in your garden you have soil. When you go to the beach you find sand. Isn't it?
That word is iguana, teacher.
Yes, iguana. Who is iguana?
Talagoya.
Ah, yes.
Teacher, what's the meaning of creepers?
Creepers කියන්නේ පුතේ well. Gus well.
Teacher තව ලියනවද?
It's enough, no? නැත්නම් ඉඩත් මදි වෙයි. I can write some more, but it would be enough, right?
Okay.
What is meaning of termite?
Termite කියන්නේ වේයා.
Okay.
White ants කියලාත් කියන්නේ.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
I don't have space to write cotton wool, flies, mosquitoes, clay, grass, mud,
Why?
mud and clouds.
Why don't you have space? You can continue your table.
Do this on the page.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher,
Yes.
වනමැතියක ලිවින්ද?
ඉස්සෙල්ලා දන්න විදිහට කරන්න පුතේ ඊට පස්සේ අපි බලමු. චුට්ටක් හිතලා බලන්න. සනුදී.
Okay.
I am finished doing my work.
Okay. We will give the others another 2-3 minutes to finish their work, right?
Teacher, I also finished.
Right. Hands up those who are still writing. Yes, just raise your hand. Okay, Janu, you are still writing. And Oshini also. Amma. Right. In another 2 minutes, can you finish?
I have done, teacher.
Okay, then shall we start the discussion? Right. So what are the living things? Just mention them in order. Yes.
Does we have to be correct the answers?
Yes, you have to correct. You can correct your answers. Senudi, what about the banana tree? Is it living? All the trees, all the plants are considered to be living. Neither. All the plants are considered to be living. Therefore, you can write the banana tree here. Banana tree. Right. One of the things that I have written, I will just cut them. Then the stone, is it living or non-living? Yes? Yeah.
Non-living.
Non-living, right. Then what about the waterfall?
Non-living.
Waterfall, that is non-living.
Non-living.
Okay. Then what about the creepers? Well,
Living.
living creepers.
Living.
Okay. Then what about the bushes? Bushes. Living.
Living.
Bushes. Living. Then rocks.
Non-living.
Non-living.
Non-living rocks. Okay. Then what about sand?
Non-living.
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 Okay. Then ant.
Living.
Right. Then the termite.
Living.
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 Okay, then snail. Who is a snail?
Living.
Who is the snail?
Golubella.
Ah, Golubella, that is living, right. Then air,
Non-living.
right. Then water, vapor.
Non-living.
Jala vashpa neda. Water vapor. Right. Then soil,
Non-living.
soil, non-living. Iguana.
Living.
I made a mistake here. I have written soil on this side. Right. So snail here. Then soil on this side. Then iguana, I have to write on this side. Iguana. Okay.
Sorry, Bonnie.
Please mute your microphones. Right. Hari. Yes. Then coconut tree.
Living.
Living. The coconut tree. Then what about cotton wool?
Non-living.
That is non-living. Cotton wool. Okay. Then what about flies?
Living.
Living. මටත් ඉඩ මදි වගේ කවුද අපේ අමට වගේ. Flies. Then yes, mosquitoes.
Living.
Mosquitoes. Right. Then clay.
Non-living.
Right. Then what about grass?
Non-living.
Grass.
Living.
Grass. Living. The grass. Living. Then mud.
Non-living.
Non-living. Then finally clouds.
Non-living.
Non-living. Right. Did you get all correct?
Yes,
4,
teacher.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I have mentioned 22 words. Did you get all correct? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Evin?
21.
Teacher,
Yes.
don't we doing the paper?
No, Pute, I told you we will do that paper once we start the lesson, right? අපි පාඩම පටන් ගත්තාම next week, next Friday, once we start the lesson on the coming Saturday. ඊළඟ Saturday අපි කරමු ඒක. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Harry. So, you got all correct, right? Okay, very good. So, on Friday, we are going to start the first lesson in our theory class. So, according to your requests, the class time also has been changed. Therefore, you can join on time. Then after that, on Saturday, we are having the paper revision class at this time. Okay, Harry. So, do you have any problem?
No, teacher. No, teacher. No, teacher. Theory class. No, theory class.
Right, okay. Okay, then. Then shall we meet again on Friday
Teacher?
with the theory class? Yes. Yes.
Teacher, what is the time in Friday?
Friday, the theory class will be held from 6 to 7:30.
Thank you, teacher.
Right. Then the paper class on Saturday from 6 to 7. Okay. So it's better if you can join both classes. So we will meet again on next Friday, right? Okay. See you then. Stay safe and have a nice week. Good night.
Same, teacher. Good night. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day, teacher.
Thank you and good night, teacher.